There are some new babies swimming around behind the scenes at Denver's Downtown Aquarium these days.
They're so cute. 2 clutches of Chinese striped-necked turtles have been born this year. They're making their debut to the public later this month, but we're getting a first look at them now. Carly Fitzpatrick from the aquarium is joining us, along with Macy, who's kind of the handler. Make sure that they can flip over like that once they do that. Thank you both so much for coming in.
Of course, thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
These are adorable. So what makes these guys unique?
Honestly, I would say one of the most unique things about this species in general is that females, when they get a little bit older, they become a little bit more herbivorous. They're going to eat a little bit more plant matter.
Okay.
Males are going to eat a little bit more carnivorous. They're going to be eating a little bit more seafood, a little bit more worms, things like that.
Do we see that kind of difference with any other aquatic species?
Not very many. There are a few species that do tend to do that, but this one is kind of the most known for that.
Okay. Next question. What do they eat? I feel
What
like
do
these
they
guys
eat?
are really active this morning. They're going to
Yes.
need some food.
Absolutely. When we do get back to the aquarium, these guys are going to get what we call blood worms and black worms as well. Any small worm right now that these guys are able to take down, we're going to be feeding them. We give them a little bit of some calcium powder as well to help develop that shell and make it nice and strong. But they also get some pellets, some little baby turtle pellets that's specifically for turtles under the size of 2 inches.
Okay, they're so cute when they flip over, and most of them they get back right back on their
Yes.
own, which is great. How big are these guys going to get?
Males are going to get about 5 to 8 inches long, and then females about 10 to 12.
Big mamas.
Never that big though.
No,
Pretty
not
tiny.
super big,
Okay.
roughly about yay big.
Okay. Very cool. An endangered species.
Yes.
So obviously this is important work that you're doing now at the aquarium. Can you talk about that work to help an endangered species like this?
Yeah, absolutely. These guys are listed on the IUCN Red List as critically endangered, so it's very, very exciting that we were able to hatch out 2 clutches of these guys. We have 12 total at the moment. When these guys get a little bit bigger, hopefully they're going to be going to other facilities, so that way other facilities can teach about this species and help protect them. They're also listed on CITES Appendix 3 in China, so that restricts trade and any sort of movement of these guys.
This one's so adventurous. Like, look, I made it all the way up here, and they kind of keep knocking each other off this rock, which is pretty hilarious. You know, obviously we're talking about an endangered species and how important your work is there, but these guys will never go out to the wild, even though that you're going to breed them out and everything, right?
Yeah, no, unfortunately, these guys will not be going out to the wild. They don't have necessarily the correct genetics to be sending them out to the wild. That would be a little bit tricky to do, but if in some way we are able to kind of create some sort of SSP or something later in the future and we can get some good genetics from different individuals, then eventually maybe we can get some out in the wild.
We always hear about turtles in general living a long time. Does the same go for this particular species?
Yeah, this species in their natural habitat, they're going to be living about 20, 30 years.
What?
In human care, they can go anywhere from about 30 to 50 years.
No way.
It's like a
Yes.
lifetime commitment.
Absolutely it is, yes.
Well, you've heard about that one turtle on the island or whatever that's like 106 or something crazy
Yes.
like
Yes.
that. That
Yes.
is wild. Okay, really cool that we get to see these guys make their debut right now, but when can the public see them?
Absolutely. The public is able to come and view these guys on May 23rd, which is a Saturday. That's World Turtle Day. These guys will be out on exhibit for World Turtle Day. And then following World Turtle Day as well, if you book a tortoise meet and greet, these guys will make a special appearance so guests are able to get a closer up look at them.
Carly, we really appreciate you coming out. Obviously bringing the
course.
turtles. Macy, you've done an outstanding job handling.
All the little
It
ones.
is pretty cool though. They definitely let the turtles do their thing. And even when they're on their backs with their legs in the air like this, they sometimes, eventually, manage to get themselves over top
Yes.
without the human help.
They
Very
do.
cool to see.
I really like the display there of that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, and I can't bring one of these turtles over to Katie, right? We have to leave them in their enclosure.
Unfortunately, yes, they do have to
I
stay
don't
here.
trust you with them.
Katie, this
babies.
is going to be a turtleless
so
weather
cute.
forecast. No turtles for you.
Oh, I could watch those guys all day. So adventures. Okay.
Wait, flip. Yes.
There it goes.
Okay. Now help him flip. Help him flip.
Boy.
He's pinning him. 1, 2, 3. You win.
Okay. Yeah, it looks just like you, Drew. Good job.